Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the Impeccable Investor. 2020 is a year with many challenges, the biggest being the global pandemic of COVID-19. This has caused many economies to fail and stock markets to fall and left the investors in despair of choosing where to buy stocks. The market's decline has essentially changed not only businesses but entire industries. Following are our picks for 6 of the best stocks to buy for 2020. Here we have highlighted their productivity and are they still worth investing in so that you can figure out where to invest. Medifast. Medifast is a U.S. firm that provides health and nutrition products such as weight loss products, meals, shakes, and healthy snacks. It also offers different health and nutrition plans. U.S. News picked Med in early December 2019. At that time, share traded around $90 a pop, paid a huge dividend, and enjoyed an important catalyst. An investor who previously invested in Medifast was back to make a possible sale. A sale would not be as productive as before. Year-to-date returns are unfavorable for Med, which began the year around $110. A 6.5% dividend and a price-earnings ratio of 11 make Med still look fictionally cheap, but Med's future is at risk and depends on its economic recovery. Nexstar Media Group. America's largest local TV and media company, Nexstar, which owns 197 stations in 115 markets, is deceptively compelling investment. NXST shares have been unreasonably hit in 2020, perhaps unfairly as shareholders worry about minimizing advertising revenue in the rapidly declining economy. In 2010, ad revenue generated around 84% of the total revenue, but now it's just 50% with retransmission fees clocking in at higher and higher percentage of revenue over time. NXST quietly trades for about 5 times forward earnings and pays a 3.8% dividend. NMI Holdings. Mortgage insurer NMI Holdings is the hardest hit of the best stocks to buy for 2020 picks. Regardless of increasing revenue from $19 million to $275 million in just 5 years, shares improved 85% in 2019 alone, and at times forward earnings and a price earnings growth ratio of 0.48. NMIH looked cheap going into 2020. That said, NMI's business is poorly designed for an unpredictable shutdown, and thus it has left tens of millions of Americans unemployed in a few short weeks. Buyers can't afford a 20% down payment for their house, typically have to buy mortgage insurance from some company like NMIH, which in turn pays the lender in case of default. Even with sound underwriting, the risk of mass defaults suddenly looks substantially higher than it did to begin the year. Deal carefully with NMIH. Newmont Corporation. Finally, some good news. Newmont has been an incredible stock in 2020, fulfilling the rationale for inclusion on this list. Here's the key bit from December's write-up. This gold, copper, and silver miner still makes the cut collectively of the highest stocks to shop for 2020 for the straightforward reason that it's attractively valued and a pleasant theoretical hedge against recession. Gold often rallies when chaos and fear reign supreme in markets, which phenomenon has held true in 2020. With gold rallying to 7-year highs with over 65 million ounces of proven or probable gold reserves, having exposure to the soft metal through NEM stock may be a level-headed strategy. Healthpeak Properties. Although Healthpeak Properties is a real estate investment trust or a REIT, it works like a stock. REITs offer disclosure to real estate by the means of the stock market, generally pay meaningful dividends, and always offer tax advantages for dividend payments. But Peak focuses on quality real estate in the healthcare area, specifically life sciences, medical offices, and senior housing units. A strong dividend, which now stands at 5.5%, as well as a business model well-positioned to gain from the aging baby boomer demographic, made Peak an ideal pick to start the year. Starbucks Corporations. Seattle-based Starbucks evolving from a local concept into a global brand is one of the biggest coffee houses in the world. In late January, when the coronavirus pandemic started to largely affect just China, Starbucks temporarily closed more than half of its stores and reduced operating hours at others. The progressive closure of more stores resulted in peak closures of approximately 80% of Starbucks stores by early February. By early March, more than 90% of the company's China stores had reopened and were in operations following all the precautions and safety protocols, whereas U.S. stores began to temporarily close down from mid-March as the pandemic spread to North America. At quarter's end, 58% of U.S. company-operated stores were drive-through locations, of which 76% remained open. However, during the last week of March, comparable store sales plunged by 60% to 70%. Even the closure of stores may cause Starbucks a financial downfall, but it is more likely to have a speedy recovery once the pandemic ends. From the list, Starbucks is one such stock that is safe to buy in 2020 because it seems to get more and more economic stability once this global pandemic is over. Even in this pandemic, Starbucks has proved to be more productive when compared to other stocks in the market. This pandemic is just a temporary step back for a company like Starbucks. With its franchise all around the globe, Starbucks is predicted to recover economically in a short time span of just 1 year. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.